way better than before. Please work. Ah, damn it. We got slingshotted. Hey, it's me Noel, and welcome to episode 8 of Trailmakers Stranded in Space. So, this time, instead of exploring, I'm thinking that I'll use this part to upgrade my vehicles and also create new ones for specific purposes. So, let's do this! Alright, firstly, let's get back on the first island we came, just for a sense of, I don't know, familiarity. I mean, yeah, this looks a lot better. So the basic idea is that while I was playing all these missions, I guess, and collecting all these salvages, I noticed that while all the difficulties and tasks are different, none of them are the exact same. They are still very similar. So I thought that designing vehicles with a specific purpose would help me for a lot of the tasks and challenges that carry that same purpose. So basically, long story short, one vehicle fits all type thing. Where designing one kind of vehicle will help me to get many types of salvages across many different places. So that's the basic idea. All right then. So firstly, I'm thinking that we can upgrade all of our vehicles with the Dragon engine we got last time. So let's start with that. All right. So firstly, let's get to this one, I guess. Yeah, you get here. So we have 18 of them, which means we can use about 9 Dragon engines. Oh, yeah. I don't use all of the Bulldog engines. I mean, I don't use all of the power cores for the Bulldog engines because some are used for other things, such as propellers and all. So I'll just place Dragon engines wherever there is space. And maybe I might just delete all these weights as well, just so that we have a general idea of what we are doing here. Okay, that's interesting. So here's the Dragon engine, and as we saw in the last part, this has over a 10 times power of the Bulldog engine, despite only being 3 times the power core cost. So this will be incredibly efficient. Oh yeah, wait, 4 propellers, 1 magnet. So yeah, at the bare minimum, we are already using like 5 power cores, and with this it becomes 8. So we only need to use about 10 more. 14. So basically we can use one more. And another thing I noticed is that this has different connection points compared to the Bulldog engine. So that's interesting as well. Yeah, we can't connect them as this way. Maybe we could try something like this. And now let's fill up the rest of this vehicle with weight blocks. So I think this should work. If it's too much, we can just start deleting blocks. But now let's do another thing that we didn't do for a long time for specifically this vehicle, which is aerodynamics. I mean, I'm not. This is nowhere close to perfect, and I don't think I will be able to make many new upgrades and redesigns because I'm thinking of doing that once my hand heals. Because right now there's only so much I can do without pushing myself too far, I guess, mobility wise. So yeah, in this episode I'll do as much as I possibly can right now in this state. So there's that, and I think this might be good to go for now. Yeah, this doesn't look half bad. And just maybe we could add these as well. I really don't think I need directional stability on a vehicle that is really heavy. But maybe this will help with the vehicle not flipping around and other things. Oh well, this looks weird, but it is what it is. This looks like a really good place for adding a thruster, but let's leave it at this for now. Okay, let's do the same for this one.
6.5 hours later.
What am I doing? Alright, this works, I guess. So I guess that's two vehicles upgraded. And now for a third vehicle. And this one is a bit more different, I guess. I mean, I'm talking about the process, not the vehicle. So the thing is, wait. Yeah. So the thing is, I've already saved this vehicle, this massive vehicle, which was specifically designed for getting the Dragon engine. So I'm thinking that it won't do any harm if I just replace it with one of my older models. Something like this. Okay. And since this already has less engines, I mean less power cores used, which means we can add more Dragon engines. Maybe we can even fill up all the spaces with Bulldog engines. Alright, so let's just delete these. Okay, literally all except one are used for power, I guess. Which means this vehicle is gonna be insanely powerful and we might need to dial it back in. So who knows? So this is 2. Oh yeah, I remember. I had used these two places for more engines. But maybe I could do something. I don't know, just something. Yeah, it's not as simple as just replacing all the Bulldog engines with Dragon engines. Because I had specifically designed these vehicles with Bulldog engines. So I'm gonna have to make a lot of changes possibly.
2,000 years later.
Alright, I think we might be done with this vehicle. Yep. Oh no, I switched it with the amphibious vehicle. But not an issue. It just means I'll have to make it again. And hopefully I've saved it. Okay, so then I basically deleted my amphibious vehicle. Damn it. Alright, let's make it again.
One eternity later.
Alright, so this is our newly upgraded buoyant vehicle or amphibious vehicle. I might want to test this out because the massive pontoons are making me nervous. Okay, we do not have stability. Let's test how fast we are. Alright, we are too fast. Maybe I could just try something different. First I'll try it with 4, then I'll see if it works with 6. Alright, we have a stability issue. Nope, we are still a dolphin. Alright, this is not an issue that I expected. But that's why we are experimenting this episode. Alright, if this vehicle is like this, I have no idea how this would be like. Yeah, delete blocks. I'm scared. Alright, we are literally flying. come to think of it, I have a feeling we might be able to access areas that we weren't able to before. Alright, I didn't see that at all, but oh well. I think we might finally be fast enough to kill ourselves. But I do want to test its max speed. Is there a straight pathway I could test this on? That might be. Alright, there seems to be no other way. I gotta be really careful. Or maybe I can just fly. So another thing I am trying to do in this episode is make a literal plane. Because we technically have both the two most important elements of making a plane. One is thrusters, even if they have a cooldown period, and the other are wings. Yeah. So as we saw last time that we could glide perfectly with wings. So maybe if we have a constant source of thrust, we could fly. Because technically a glider plus thrust is a plane anyways. Alright, I'm excited for this one. I just want to see how far we can fly. Interesting. So I can already see that there's an island with a beacon, which is even more reason to build a plane. Alright, we are in the mud, but we won't be in there for long. I just have to align myself. Alright, let's test this out. Alright, we have insane acceleration and that's without repairing. We are going over 120. In fact, we are going so fast that I didn't even reach the area. So we might need more downforce actually. And this, people, is exactly why we test our builds. Because I would never have known that we needed downforce without testing it. So while the downforce part was not useful before, now it certainly is. Alright, so and now I'm pretty sure that, not pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that we can even do that volcano jump, and in that lava jump, you guys get what I'm talking about. The jump over the area that leads into the lava and all. Because we did it without dragon engines. Alright, this is a nightmare. Alright, the idea is to not go all out on the throttle. Alright, let's test this out. This time we'll have more downforce than before, so I'm excited. Oh no, we are flying again. Even with a less than perfect jump, we landed. And this was an amazing landing. We actually need to try it on a proper incline, where we don't fly and all. This episode, guys, I'm not thinking of doing anything serious, just having a bit of fun. So yeah, it's not like there's any hurry for me to do this. I really need to see its top speed. Alright, it's around 130. I have no doubt that we can even clear this jump, which which is something I think we can try for next episode. Alright, so this vehicle's great, blah blah blah. Now on to the next idea. Next two ideas actually. Now since I've already saved these vehicles, there's another kind of vehicle I want to build, and that is a collector. Yep. So the idea is to build like something that is like a massive container which has space for collecting a lot of salvages at once, along with something like a crane or something which can collect each salvage and place it in the container so that we can deliver them all at once and save so much time. So the container part should be easy. The slightly harder part would be just the crane and all. So let's do this. Alright, so I have painted it red, but some of the profile is still blue. So I don't know how that works. As of now, we have basically made three vehicles. This one for carrying a lot of pieces, a new and improved amphibious vehicle, and finally a new and improved super speed vehicle. Alright, so now I'm thinking that we might make a plane or something. I mean, I don't know. We could at least try. And I'm pretty sure this vehicle is safe, so I can delete it. Wait, we already have one for a plane. And it's missing propellers. Wait, cockpit, propeller. Oh, it even says the missing blocks. So what is missing? Cockpit, propeller, tube T, rotating servo. Okay, I may not even know what half of these things are. But I think I've got a basic idea of how to build a plane. It's similar to how we built a glider before and yet a bit different. Alright. And this time we have much better wings as well. I think 5 is more than enough. It was certainly enough for the last time. And we may even need some lift in the back so that it's a bit more balanced. Yeah, I think 2 is enough. And let's just add the other important things. Alright, let's just use one dragon engine for movement. Alright, let's see how this functions. Alright, we are already beginning to take off. We might have too much lift in the back. So I might as well just half the lift in the back. Alright, now we need to massively increase our speed. And for that also I have a simple idea. Alright, it seems we can fly and we even have some level of control. But I think we need to be a bit more refined. Alright guys, we have actually built a plane. I'm amazed that I did this. Alright, we have to fine tune it now. I do have an idea for changing directions. I don't know how effective it is, but at this point I'm gonna try it out. Alright, I thought I would add a hinge there and make the edges of the wings go up and down, but the issue is that there are no connection points for that. Alright, so how do I solve this issue? Maybe we could just try this and see how it works. Alright, let's test this out. Okay, this didn't work as I thought. To go right, the right side needs to go down, and to go left, the left side needs to go down. Oh wait, that's the issue. So I just need to disable one side of their controls. That's easy. I can just use this and not use that button at all. No, get out. And same goes for here. Now let's see how it works. Yep. Now only one side activates at a time. So let's try this out. Oh no. So one thing I'm seeing is that once we nose dive into the water, it's a bit hard to maintain a pitch, I guess, to go up into the sky. I'm sure it's called pitch when we go adjust a vertical attitude. I mean, I've heard of terms like pitch and yaw, but all I know is that they are for directions. I think yaws for left and right and pitch is for up and down. Guys, please tell me in the comments if I'm right or wrong. Alright, we need something for going up as well. I think I have another idea, but this is incredibly stupid. I'm thinking of using these and using hinges to rotate them up or down. I don't know how well they'll work. Except that these don't have connection points. Oh well, let's see if I can use C controls. Okay, so I don't seem to have any way of going up. Or basically controlling my y-axis. All I can do is hope that I get a good angle. Alright, we have basically built a plane without control. For example, let's try and get on that island. I don't think it will be that easy, but we can try. Or at least that area. At the very least, this glides well. But we massively lose altitude, so that's an issue. So the only real issue I have, guys, is the connection points. If I had better connection points, I could have done a lot of things. Alright, I seem to have another idea. And I don't know if it's a good one. So I'm thinking of making somewhat of a tail. I don't know how effective this will be, but I gotta try. First, let's configure this. So green is up. No, wait. If I'm going down, if this goes down, then the plane goes up. So this is up and this is down. And likewise, this is up and this is down. No, wait. So this is done, and now let's try this. I mean, the idea is really simple in principle. believe we might have created a plane. Oh no, too much lift. Yeah, we need to first get off the ground. Ah, damn it. Alright. Okay, we need to reduce lift. Alright, let's try it now. Okay, finally we can control. We have complete control, guys. And also near constant acceleration. So we have finally created a plane which we can control perfectly. And until we get a constant sense of thrust, this is more than enough. Wait, that's another salvage. Alright guys, let's try to land somewhere we haven't landed and then we can call it a day. Not this. So all we need to do is just increase power now. I think that's something that can be easily arranged. My only fear is that this may have too much power. But that's something that I will see if it works. Oh wait, I just realized I'm too heavy. So I can't just keep increasing power like that. What if we just do this and increase our aerodynamics a bit? Because aerodynamics will help us in the air. I mean, it's literally half of what forms the word aero and dynamics, which means air movement. So I think this should work well. Okay, we are still too heavy. Yeah, I think this really messed up the aerodynamic profile. Oh yeah, I get it. Because I made it this way, it created two more arrows, two more aerodynamic profiles, and because of which we had more resistance in the air. So compared to that, if I create less resistance, it should work well. Alright, this should work way better than before. Please work. Ah, damn it. We got slingshotted. So at least we have a plane that somewhat works. I'm thinking we could take off from a point like this. And I'll just save this design just in case. I'm not coloring it because it still needs more improvement. But at least we have a functional plane. Okay, perfect. Let's go over to that area. And we can continue from there. Okay, I get it. So while the thruster is on, we cannot change our pitch, but we can change it while the thruster is off. Ouch. So the best time to change the pitch is when the thruster is off. Alright, let's just switch into our other vehicle. And we are in another new area. Or a smaller new area, I guess. Still a new area. Alright guys, I think this is a good place to end this video. In this video we made a lot of progress, we made a lot of new vehicles, redesigned all of our old vehicles and even made a functional working plane that we used to get to this area. So next episode I'm thinking of exploring this place and seeing what we find. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please give a like, subscribe if you're new to my channel and join my Discord to play more games with me in the near future. So until then, thank you and bye-bye.